I'm not even going to name them because there's so damn many of them, and thank God that there are. You know them and you love them. Please welcome to the stage the lovely cast of Grimm. From both sides. From both sides. I don't even know where to go anymore. Oh. Plus one. Plus one. Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Grimm, the floor is yours. Sorry. Housekeeping. Is flash photography allowed during this panel? No. Is video allowed during this panel? No. You're so smart. Okay, who's got the first question? Who's got the power? Who's got the mic? Everybody at once.
Do we select somebody?
Actually, the volunteers have mics, and they're going to be getting them to people as they raise their hands. So you'll just see them pop up and talk. Or not. There you go.
I have one question. Unfortunately, I hadn't a chance to go to the Grimm panel today in Cannes, but I was wondering, Juliet, I'm sorry, I'm not very good with your real names. What is going on with the cat scratch? Are you allowed to say anything?
I'm not. I'm not allowed to say, and I've actually gotten in trouble because when I get really excited about storylines, it's like the first thing I want to do is tell everyone. So, as to whether or not she comes out of a coma and whether or not she remembers, you will have answers pretty early on into season 2, but I can't really say any more than that. Sorry. Okay.
Hi. Hello. David.
Over here on your left.
First of all, I would like to thank you for signing my thigh earlier. Thank you.
Oh, God. I'll always sign a thigh.
I'd like to hear a little bit more about
That was great, Jerry Seinfeld.
Thigh signing.
Secondly, I like the Grimm fairy tales. They're very dark. What are all of your favorite Grimm fairy tales?
I don't care. I'm not even kidding. I really don't have one, and I don't really care.
By the way, he's not lying. Anytime anyone asks that question, he looks at me to answer, and I'm like,
no, I don't know. And also, it's like I'm so engrossed in our own mythology now. It's like I don't even know what fairy tale we're doing. I'm just like, what happens? What am I doing? What's Nick going through? So, but I'll answer that with
a straight lie.
Oh, Rip Van Stilskin.
Rumple Van Winkle.
Stilskin and Rip Van Winkle.
Who's got the next question?
Hi. Back here. Woo! Right here. So my question is for all of you. And I want to say thank you again for doing this and having the signing earlier. Really appreciate it. My question is, if you could eliminate one fear that you have, what would it be?
Fear of death.
Remember that weird fear at the end of The Never-Ending Story? I guess that's a little ironic. But when he just has to look at himself in a mirror and face your true self.
Yes.
Remarkable.
Something in there.
Hi, over here. Hi. I actually had a question for you about just the show in general. I know over the course of the show, Nick has gotten increasingly more badass and more capable of taking out kind of what's attacking him. And I kind of had interpreted that as kind of some sort of like Grimm abilities that you'd kind of gained over time, over having this like, your Grimm powers or whatever. Is that kind of what you were going for, or is it more supposed to be a product of your training with Monroe and the
Well, I think that there's a little bit of training going on and a little bit of kind of waking up the DNA, getting a little, actual training sessions. But primarily, my life is awful now. Like, I can't tell anybody anything. And, my mom came back, pretended she was dead for 18 years. My girlfriend, I can't tell her anything. My partner's going insane, and I'm lying to him, and I'm lying to her. I hate everything. And I think that kind of I'm just angrier, and I'm meaner, Well, I mean, I would suck at fighting if I really didn't want to fight, and I was like, just, stop hitting me. But if I was really pissed at someone and pissed at life, you just get better at these things. Don't fight, kids.
Okay, so my friend and I have this elaborate scenario planned where all the all the characters of Grimm go to Home Depot, and Nick's like kicking down all the doors in the door section. Monroe's like, and trying to get him to pick between two colors of paint that are almost identical. Nick's like, I don't know.
That's beige. That's beige. That's tan. Tan, beige.
So I'm kind of wondering what you guys think would happen if all of you guys were in Home Depot in a random plotless episode.
So sort of like Grimm meets Waiting for Godot.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're waiting.
It has to be really well written for nothing to happen. But
I don't think the captain knows what a Home Depot is. No idea.
He has shoppers.
I pay retail.
I'd be at the information booth. I don't know.
I think Juliet would probably be like, "Where's Nick? I haven't seen him in a while. Where is he? Wandering around clueless."
He's kicking down doors.
Yeah.
I guess Rosalie would be creatively putting things together in different aisles to come up with fix-its.
Sure. No, Will would be trying to make a beer bong.
I think I'd be looking for materials to make my cat Samson a condo.
Or just making yourself a sandwich out of nuts and bolts.
Or looking for cookies. Yeah, exactly.
A sandwich out of sponges.
Thank you.
Hello, this question is for anybody on the panel. My question is, were any of you attracted to the role because of a background or an interest in fantasy, science fiction, or folklore? And if so, how is that a challenge for your current role, considering your past roles?
I definitely have always been a fan of the genre, and I remember reading my grandma's Grimm fables, like from the 30s, just devouring each story, and I just loved the subversive element. I think I knew that really even at a young age, what it was so cool, and like I shouldn't be reading it, but it was cloaked in children's stories. But I think my earliest memory of when I really fell in love with just genre was the original Clash of the Titans, when that Medusa head, all like jerky and animatronic and like snakes coming out, I was like, God, it's so cool. So I'm happy to be here.
I was really excited because when I got the audition, they told me I was reading for Nick, and I said, "Oh, this is going to be fun." And then I get there.
Hey, I'm Nick. I'm the guy playing Nick.
I was like, "Oh, I'm crestfallen."
I was very excited because it was something so different than what you see when you go through scripts in pilot season, and it had a real identity to it, and you want to do a show that's first well written, and we have Jim Kauf and David Greenwalt, and they're just brilliant writers, and they've done a really good job of taking these stories that have been passed down for generations and turning it into its own identity, and that's really hard to do, and you don't even notice it because it's done so well. So, knowing the pedigree of the creators and the executive producers really got me excited to be involved.
Yeah, I was not a fairy tale. I didn't grow up on Grimm's fairy tales. I grew up on, there was a book called Slovenly Peter, which I've talked about, which has these cautionary tales that are very, very dark. And it was something that always sort of caught my attention. But that was sort of ancillary. To me, more what was Monroe was just a cool character. Like, I read it and I was like, this is cool because I don't know what it is. Who is this guy and what makes him tick and what is he doing and he's a what from where and he does this thing. And so anything that makes you kind of lean forward and sort of read more deliberately is pretty rare, So that was a big one for me. Just like I didn't know what it was.
You've also said something cool about the relationship dynamic, how it's different than everything else. Oh, yeah. I don't want to steal that from you, so won't you?
Well, when I read it, I said we've seen, cop with partner, cop with wife, cop with, we haven't seen cop with blutbot. So I was like, oh, let's try that.
Next question.
Going on, a lot of that, a lot of the same. Wonderful people, wonderful, unique storylines, and just an opportunity to, dive into a world of imagination.
Yeah, I think it's, I think we're as actors, we're ultimately trying to get to become real, and then we find this world where we're not familiar with it at all. So it's this opportunity to kind of stretch it that much further, which is like a gift for us. So, yeah, that. And as Russell had said he was reading for Nick, I was actually reading for Hank.
And then
Reggie
you wake
Lee,
up.
ladies and gentlemen.
Next question. Right over here.
Hey, what's up, guys? First off, I want to say thank you to all you guys for the signing earlier. You guys were really personable and awesome, and I speak for everybody. We really appreciated that.
Thank you guys, man.
Love you guys.
And thanks Zachary, too.
The Polish guy.
Oh, see? That's what I mean. Right there, Sasha. All day.
I don't forget.
So my question's for all you guys. Just want to know, how would you guys like to see each of your characters develop in the next season?
How do we see him?
Yeah, how would you
like to see them develop?
Oh.
Yeah, if it was up to you guys.
I think we have to answer that question a little bit carefully because the showrunners are here. I know that, all the Grimmsters have sort of been lovingly referring to it as the Scooby Gang, which I think is really, really cool. And I think it'd be kind of fun to... What? No, I know. See, that's
I know who you are.
We all have to shut up now.
Oh, Bitsy, I'm kidding.
No, I didn't even read.
Okay, good. Continue. Did I cut her off?
No, I just think it would be fun to sort of get to, fight crime and kick butt and have some more animals around me because that's
More
always
guns?
fun.
More guns?
Yes. Anyone else?
I love cookies. Just, more cookies.
Hey, everybody. Hi. What I'd like to first say is I can't wait for next season. You guys are awesome. It's my favorite show. What is your favorite fairy tale creation and creature have you seen this past season? And what would you like the writers to put into future seasons for you?
I thought the Murcielago was badass. I thought it just looked really good. I thought the concept was really good. And also, there's digital and then there's physical. And the Murcielago, for whatever reason, I don't know. I know it takes a very long time, but somehow they managed to shoot that that creature was an actual physical thing. And you can enhance it digitally, but it just looked freaking awesome.
No. My favorite morph is the Hexen Beast myself. I just love ashy hair, the skin that pales, just such a creepy face. I just think it's such a gorgeous morph. You know, it's pretty flawless on the show. And very scary.
I'm partial to the ice beavers because they're cute and round and friendly.
As far as like moving forward, I don't know what I want to. I like watching the characters that we've invited into the world kind of like hang out together, see what happens, who hates each other, it's like
a menagerie.
It's like a reality
we all
show.
just get along.
Definitely the sex and beasts. I like them. I like them. I like them a lot. I like more than one at a time.
He likes him too much.
So my question for you guys is this is what my wife and I do on Friday nights is we watch Grimm, first of all. But I know it's filmed in Portland. I'm out in Portland all the time. What do you guys like about Portland?
I've never seen you in Portland, dude. Ever.
And he is always out.
I'm always out.
There's nothing I don't like about Portland.
What do we like about Portland?
The food.
Food.
Well, it's so well put together. You know, like I come from LA, it's just kind of like, what's happening? Where am I? And then you get there, it's like these streets are in alphabetical order. And it's so livable, and people are so lovely and friendly. And of course, it's just cinematically gorgeous. You can't really beat that town for that.
Yeah, the summers are in HD. It's so beautiful and clear.
I know my pharmacist by name, and they like that's how it is everywhere I go. It's like, hey, like I've never had that in. I get a lot of prescriptions. Maybe that's a problem. Yeah. I've got him in
Pharmacist, apothecary, dealer.
But did I say pharmacist?
Euphemism
It's
alert.
a very friendly town, is what I'm trying to say.
You mean that guy on the corner?
Yeah, Joe, the pharmacist.
Yes, sir, right here, right in front.
So, unfortunately, on the same vein, Portland's usually a tough city to shoot in, but it seems to really add to the feel of the show. I mean, shooting around Forest Park and all the areas you guys have been in, it just really gives that ambience to the show. I think that's really awesome. So, really great, and I really appreciate showrunners for choosing Portland. It's really awesome. Thank you so much.
We really do love it there.
I really like how they use the names to reflect some of the characters, like Reynard, meaning fox. And I'm looking forward to seeing what your character looks like. And with Nick, you find out later in life that you're a Grimm and you have those abilities, and it freaks you out. And I'm waiting for when Hank finds out he really is a Griffin, and does that freak him out even more?
Well, as it stands right now, I see Jerry Mathers, he sees the beef. So that's just what we're going to work it out.
Exactly right.
Hi. Just wondered, because I lived in Portland for a little while, and it's a very interesting and, as you said, well put together city. But I was just wondering if you felt that the city kind of adds another aspect or character because of the weather and just the culture around it?
Without a doubt. In fact, like the Grimm's fairy tales were largely set in the Black Forest in Germany. And one of our showrunners, Jim Kauf, just went there, and he's like, you can't tell the two forests apart. It's such a wonderful surrogate for the Black Forest in Germany. And it's got that dark, where are we kind of vibe.
Yeah, and trees make the best trees. You can't fake trees.
Hi. My question is for Bitsy. Your character is a veterinarian. You have no animals. Why not?
Well, actually, I would say, I think, not everybody knows this, but in the pilot episode, Juliet was a baker. And then I think I was talking ad nauseum about my French bulldog so much that had to have influenced them somehow. But I don't think vets tend to have that many animals because Oh, they do?
They do.
Guys?
I work for a nonprofit.
How do you know we
so-
don't have animals? Maybe we do. Maybe there's some underneath.
You haven't seen any.
I don't know. Maybe we will.
Hi. My question. What? Hi.
There you go.
Thank you. So my question is, how much work does it take to actually get the whole morphing and stuff on the faces when you guys are doing those scenes?
It takes about 8 hours. Yeah, because they go very deliberately. You know, it's one of those things where it's a sort of a weird experience to have all this stuff applied. You know, the story of when Jim Carrey was playing the Grinch. He had to go through. He was in the chair for 10 hours or something most of the days. So just a long time. And one day he just kind of got up out of the chair. Was like, "Get me this thing on!" And he just ran around. Was like, "Get this crap off of me!" So you have to go very slowly. If you rush it, it creates this sense of like claustrophobia. So it seems like a long time, but you have to kind of. If you try to rush it, it just makes it all the worse. So yeah, it takes a long time. I've only done it once because it takes so long. It would add like a whole nother, if every time I morphed, I actually got into the stuff, it would add like weeks to an episode. But it's long and arduous. But the guys know what they're doing. They make it easy.
Hi, I'm a huge Grimm fan, and my love for the shirt. And I just want to say that David and Silas, you guys have like the best romance since Perfect Strangers.
Who's Balky there? In this scenario.
I kind of think you're like the Balky and he's like the Larry.
I'm Balky?
Where is this person?
Nothing against
there you
Balky.
are. Hi.
I am cousin Larry in this. What are you saying?
And Reggie, I really like your one-liners, and I hope you continue to have more one-liners because you have. I love that you're playing the cop, and then I saw you on Crazy Stupid Love, and you just have the best one-liners. And I want to see more of, I want more Russell, and I love that Bree is in.
Series
has
regular
more
now.
flavor to the show.
You're so kind.
And Bitsy, I really love you too, and. And Shasha, thanks for taking a picture with me. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think the guy in the vest has to be Balky. I mean, I don't think there's a choice in the matter.
All right. Hi. Thank you, guys. We love you. It's a great show. Yeah, I'm so excited that Bree's a regular this season.
So are we.
So I actually have a question for Monroe, for Silas, and for... Are we ever going to get to see more badass Monroe? And are we ever going to get to see Monroe and Renard interact?
We've never worked together.
We're like ships passing in the night. Across a crowded soundstage. Badass. Yeah, I think the chance for Monroe badass is pretty high. I mean, I honestly don't know if they're, but I think that it's the dark side is there. Maybe we can use the dark side for good, That's what I'm thinking, but who knows?
I'm pretty sure we'll work together at some point.
Jim, no.
Is that in your rider? Is that in your contract?
What?
We're not,
No, who told you that?
at some point.
We got time for maybe 2 more questions. Maybe 2 more. I'm so sorry. Yes, who's got that? You have the power, ma'am, with the green hair.
Okay. First, I'd like to say that I really love the show, and I really love the show, and I didn't make it to the signing this morning, and they said, like Zach said, for one of the extra posters to try and give it to the girl with the green hair, but I didn't get one.
You still didn't get one? Because there are a few floating around.
Yeah, we signed them for you guys for the. I think there were 30 people who didn't get it. Okay.
But did you get one? If you didn't get one,
I just.
Did you literally just get one?
Yeah, she just.
Done.
You can keep
Boom.
this. It's fine.
Boom, like that.
Pay it forward.
Okay.
Lightning.
So
What else? What else would you like? A puppy?
no, what else can we get for you?
my question was going to be if I could either get a shout out or a hug, because both would work very well. And
Well,
Yes.
like a big
like
group.
Shout out to the girl with the green hair.
What?
We will surround you.
Surround you with Grimm love.
I would love it. Can I come up there then, or?
Yes.
Hey, come on, bring
you
it.
can. Come on up.
Because a shout out, I don't know how that would work. Like, hey, you.
Here we go.
You with the green hair. Hugs all around.
Doves everywhere.
And break.
We all have each other's illness now.
We just took your soul, so.
Purell, anybody?
You might start acting a little differently now.
Last question, folks. Make it count. I don't know. No pressure. No pressure.
It's all on you, man.
Hello? Okay, it is on. Same question? No, I'm just kidding.
That was a one-time only offer.
You said make it count, so I figured I would try. It would count for me, at least. This is for Sasha. How does it feel playing a bad/good guy?
Same as it does every day in my life. It's great. Walking that tightrope is always more fun, I think. You never know as an audience which side he's going to play on, and it's fun for me because I'm often left surprised too. So it's been a great slow reveal, and there's some great stuff coming up as well, which will make you think again.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your hands clapping for the cast of Grimm.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You guys are awesome.
Keep it going, everybody. Keep it going.
Thank you so much.
If you guys go ahead and go off that way. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bless you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. They're still in the building. Keep it going, people.